Follow all Moessieurs news on his website, www.moessieurs.com. And on his Facebook Moessieurs and Instagram Moessieurs13 page 2. For daily exclusive publications.
Hello and welcome on Moessieurs for this new video about the basic on the Montage M. And today let's talk about the data utility screen. What does it mean? What we can do with that? That we are going to see on that video. Shoot all along the video because on the bonus I will talk to you about the library import, very important to screen that we have here. If you do not know me, my name is Joël Borg. I work in partnership with Yamaha Europe France. You can shoot me and retry me every day on my Facebook. It's called Moessieux, and Instagram Moessieux13 for daily exclusive publication. And if you are not already a Moessieux YouTube follower, please click on subscribe and click on the bell to be informed when I release a new video. So let's talk about data utility. What does the screen mean? What we can do on that? If you press on it on ARP, you will see all the arpeggio, the user arpeggio that you have on your Montage M. All here is the content of your Montage M internal memory. On the previous video, we have talked about save and load from the USB stick. Here we are in the heart of the Montage M, in the memory, all we have. Most of the things you will see are from the user area. The arpeggio are the arpeggio from the user area because I remember to you a library is a block. You cannot go on the block that is a library and say, I want that, I want to delete this. You cannot. It's a block complete fully. So here we see all my user arpeggio that I have on my Montage M. I have 2 pages here. And what can I do with that? As an example, I can rename an arpeggio or I can delete an arpeggio if I want. And perhaps you think, okay, so I need to delete want to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 because I do not use them. And I need to do them one by one. No, remember, you have the job here. And you see, we can have up to 256 arpeggio. I use 13 here. I press on job. And now I can select 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and I can delete them in one shot. Of course, I will not do it because I need them. Let's come back here. And you can load Audition Demo. That's a MIDI files Audition Demo. So if you want to produce a sound bank, as an example, you can load Audition things. Here I cannot access because I need to unselect the job. Remember that. Audition, I have nothing because I do not do that. You have some dedicated curves. So that's the same thing. You press on it, you can delete. Here you cannot rename, you can delete. And if you have several, you can do some things with the job, of course. I will not go on library. We will go on the end. The live set here, you cannot reorganize inside the live set bank. This is the user, always the user. You cannot say, I want to delete that one, to move that one. Here, this is the complete bank. If you want to delete, because you do not need any more, you can delete or rename a complete user live set bank in one shot here from that, or delete several in the same time if you need like that. Micro tanning, same things you can do if you have motion sec. Here, same thing, users like that. Pattern, same things. If you say, oh, I have record that one and I forget to name it, you can rename it in easy way. You can delete what you do not need here. Same thing for the song. I jump to song because this is the same ID and you have the job to delete several. Waveform, before. Here we see only the user waveform. Library is a block. You cannot see the waveform that I have on library. So here I will not delete them. And this is here where to see how many places you use for your waveform. Here, that 6 do not use 823 megabytes. This is what I see that, and all the samples waveform that I have in library use 823 up to the 3.7 gigabytes allow it on the Montage M. And here, if I want to rename or delete some things that I have in user area, same thing, I press, I can rename, I can delete. Okay, but you can see all you use in your sample memory from that screen, the waveform screen. Very important. Performances, you will see all the users' performances you have. So same things. On the top, you see I use 460 performances up to the 640. You can choose by name, you can choose by date, you can by default. Same thing, you can select one, rename, delete, overwrite if you want to. You can do that. And you can use the job to select several. Like that, you can select all with the job here. Or unselect all like that. Okay? So let's come back now to finish to the library. Here, I remember one of the times your library is a block, you can do some things, but you can delete fully the block. And I will explain to you in the bonus with the library import what is important things about that and how to use the library import. But here, as an example, if I want to delete the FM experience, I just click on it, it will delete all the library. And you see, it's nearly quick here because this is FMX library. There is no waveform, there is no samples. Okay? If you want to go deeper on your Montage M using or quickly to learn it, or on ESP, or all the topics I can cover that you see bottom me, you can ask me for a Moessieux Masterclass online through Zoom, through the Music Hackspace platform. You choose the topic we are going to work together in French or in English, as you want. And at the end of the session, you have your video recording that you can download and review as many anytime you need. You book on my available slot directly on my calendar on your time zone. And all is done in automatic way. So thank you, Music Hackspace, for that. And no, that's the bonus time. So for that bonus, let's see what is the library import, what we can do with that. As an example, you have load the library, you have play with it, and you say, okay, there is 100 performances. I want to keep only 20. Can I do that by pressing store simply and store? Because when you store in the user area. Do not overwrite in the library. Depend what is inside the library. If it's only ANX or FMX without any user arpeggio, user curves, you can do like that. Of course, you play it. I like this one. Store, you store, it's stored in user, you keep it, and you do for 20 you like that. And when you finish, you can delete, like we have seen, the library, and all is on your user area, and you have one library slot available now. But, even if it's FMX or ANX, if it use user arpeggio, but user library arpeggio that are in the library, when you store, it store the edited things of the performance, I will say, but the library arpeggio stay in the library. And when you delete the library, no more arpeggio. Same thing for the AWM2. If the AWM2 library use some samples, some waveforms, when you press on store to manage the 3.7 gigabytes we have, it does not copy the waveform because you will have in double, so it will be huge. For a sample piano that you have 400 megabytes, it's very huge and no sense to do like that. So when you do that, it stores the editing settings of the performance, but the sample and the waveforms and the arpeggio and the curves, all the things, the microtone stay in the library. Okay? So you cannot do the store. In that case, when you know there is user, library arpeggio, there is arpeggio, there is library curve, library, waveform, and samples, you need to use the library import. Because here, when we are going to choose something, if I choose 2, 3, 4, 5 performances, I want to play with them, I want to keep, and after deleting the library here, this is disco string from keyboard wave. I will not delete it because it's very great. You press and you say import to user bank. And I will not do it because I want to keep that in library. Just press on it and you have the message, are you sure the selected item will be copied to user bank? Press cancel for me, you press import, and it will copy all the things you need in the user area. Performance, editing settings, you will have the sample and the waveform associated to that, so it will doubling the waveform, and the arpeggio and the things. And the magic things, also, if you do it in one shot, I will say not one shot, but do not shutting down your Montage M, but better to do in one shot. If some performance use the same samples and waveform, it will not copy them 2, 3, 4 times. It will take only what it needs. So we'll have each waveform only one time, and the new performance going to user will link to the good performance or to the good arpeggio. So it's really well done. It's the really good way to import things for our library before to delete the library. That's video ending. I hope you have liked it. I hope you have find it interesting. If yes, please click on the blue thumb. That's very important for me because I remember to you, I do all that video outside my office day work, which is really not linked to the music, and it's a huge work to done all of that. So thank you in advance if you like the video. When you like, of course. If you want to support the channel, you have bottom right the super thanks, bottom the arrow. It's a kind of donation from $2 to what you want. It helped me to renew the licenses for the software I use to produce that video, or buy some new software to improve the rendering, or new gear in the same way. Thank you in advance if you go on that way for all the video I produce for free for you on YouTube. If you want a Moessieux Masterclass, I remember to you, you have all information on video description and on videoending.com. See you soon for one of the Montage M basic video. Bye!
Would you like to discover, learn, or improve your knowledge of your Yamaha synthesizer or stage keyboard? Book your Moessieurs Masterclass now. Your private session is conducted online through Zoom. Take all benefit of Moessieurs' expertise, Yamaha synthesizers and stage keyboard specialist and consultant for Yamaha Music Europe and France. As member of International Yamaha Tech Talk live team, music hackspace instructor and host of the Camelot Pro sessions, Joel take care of your experience level. Whether you're a beginner or a skilled user, get the most out of your Yamaha synthesizer, stage keyboard, John Melas software suite or Camelot Pro. Book your session for your personal Moessieurs one-to-one session. It's available for users all over the world through Music Hackspace platform. It's easy. Select your date and time from the Moessieurs calendar available slots on your time zone. Thank you for watching this Moessieurs video. Do not forget to click on like, subscribe and click on the bell to be informed when a new video is online. Do not hesitate to write a comment or ask a question. See you soon, bye!